as you can see, today we are not playing Marvel Rivals. Today I tried out Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, which is a new thing for me, so let's see how this goes. So for the first part of this, I actually ended up doing the tutorial section. I think it has to be done with Captain America, so that's what I started with, just to get a grip of kind of how to fight and how that combat system in this works. Now, to give you guys a little bit of information beforehand, I have very little fighting game experience. Well, not very little. I've played a decent amount. I'm just horrible at it. So this is new for me to try a game and not immediately have some sort of aptitude for it. Plus, this type of game with multiple fighters in it complicates it more, and I've never been one to be good at stringing together combos and stuff like that. As you can see here, I feel like it'll take me a minute in order to really get in tune with a character or a few characters that I really like. But until then, you're going to watch me suffer and fail at combos. So at this point, I want to look at some of the characters like Captain America, Iron Man, we got Black Panther, there's Hulk, Storm, Magic, Wolverine, Danger, who I'm not that familiar with. You got Spiderman, you got Miss Marvel, Star-Lord, Penny Parker, Ghost Rider, Blade, Deadpool, Loki, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Green Goblin, and I believe Carnage is the last one in that group. It's a pretty diverse group of heroes, and I really like the selection that they made for this game, using some characters they wouldn't normally. Now, if you've watched any of my content at all up until this point, you know I love playing Spidey, and this past video was actually about Spidey. So I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? I play him in every other game I like to play. But Spidey, evidently, is not for the faint of heart, and I figured that out the hard way. As you can see here, I don't know what's going on. Some of these moves are confusing. They're telling me all sorts of different things. I don't know the application of when I would use all these. I even went back and read a lot of the stuff that I was kind of missing out when I was playing, and even then, it wasn't really clicking in my brain, unfortunately. I just feel like he's a very intricate character, and I would have to put a lot of time in order for me to get even decent. Like, what am I doing here? I spent I don't know how long in real time trying to figure out the move that it was trying to get me to do. By the end of this video, I can assure you, I still do not understand the move it was trying to get me to do, nor will I ever, I don't think. Now, at this point, after a little bit of practicing with a few characters, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Cap, a little bit of Iron Man, I figured I was comfortable at least going into a casual match. This was the other player's team, which I didn't know would be the team of Doom, quite literally. And funny enough, I don't even see any of the other characters in this upcoming fight that you're about to see. I get my butt handed to me on a platter by that Magneto. So look forward to that, because these next few minutes are a straight ass kicking, and there's no other way to put it. Now, I really like these intro cinematics. It's a really cool thing that I feel like adds a little bit of atmosphere. A little bit of atmosphere and character to a game like this, but what I didn't know is it was prolonging my suffering in this next match. I was really enjoying that cutscene until I saw who I was going up against. Now, you might think, oh, you're playing it up, you aren't that bad at the game. Well, you're about to find out that I really am that bad. I used to pride myself in games like Injustice and Mortal Kombat. I was at least decent. Like, I could keep up with my older brothers and, like, occasionally win one or two matches. Or when I would play with my friends, I would do very well. But in a game like this, I feel like a fish out of water, completely out of my depth. As you can see, Magneto is thoroughly spanking me, like pants down, bare butt, spanking me. I get a few good moves in there, and then it goes straight back into me getting comboed, which it doesn't look as bad now that I'm rewatching it. I landed more shots than I thought I did before, but there I go. Round 1 goes to Magneto. Shocker. Not shocker. He would be cool in the game, though. I've played a little bit after this video. I still don't understand how to get your team in, or like, I know how to do it. I just don't know if I'm exactly a fan of having other players. Like, I didn't like when Mortal Kombat started to add cameos and everything, so I don't know if I'm a fan of having all these other characters come in and help you. I'm just talking right now to cover up the utter just destruction that's happening on frame right now. Poor Captain America should have stayed in the ice because he's going to get put in a mortuary right about now, as he just did. Now, after that round, you would think it would have got better. Oh, his back is up against the wall. Maybe he'll do good. No, don't get your hopes up, because this round may last a little bit longer than the last ones. Like, look at me. I'm getting some combos, or maybe not some combos, but some moves of some sort in here. Spiderman landing some hits. You know, he's doing his job. Peter against Magneto, never a fight you thought you'd see. And then here's where the destruction comes in. I only had a few moments of bliss, but I will say I do get around on him, and I was very proud of myself because this guy was barely letting me breathe when I was fighting him. Keep in mind, this is casual play. I was not doing competitive or ranked or anything, whatever you call it in this game. This was a casual match. This would be like hopping on to a quick match in Marvel Rivals, and like DMR is in your game as Spider-Man. Oh, see, look, I got the W. I was very proud of myself. It felt like I was in a tournament and I was just severely getting battered. Like, and this is just me trying to learn the game. I didn't realize that we'd have like pro level combos happening in my face. I didn't even get a moment to breathe. He got beat once, and then I feel like he took that to heart. He wasn't going to let that slide. I thought we were going to be able to be like, hey, look, you're not as bad as I thought you were. No, he didn't let me have any mercy whatsoever. As you can see, he barely even let me hit the ground. I think if he could land all of his combos, he wouldn't have ever let me hit the ground. I would have just been stuck in the air forever. And I'm convinced that this guy was just on a casual match. Like, this was just some fun for him. I'm sure a few matches ago he got destroyed by someone sweatier than him, and I just happened to be the victim to this guy. But if that's how all the casual matches are, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep playing. I gotta be in the practice range for like 5 hours to even string together one pair of combos. Meanwhile, this guy's sending me like a TikTok edit of moves that he's doing to me. Didn't really feel so nice to be on the receiving end of those, I can't lie. And with that was my first match in Tokon Fighting Souls. Which, for a first match, that was quite the experience. And as somebody who's not typically a fighting game player, I feel like that is kind of a not so fun first match. Like, sure, give it a week or two or so, and people will be out of those levels. The people who deserve to be in higher levels will be out of those levels, and maybe more people of similar skill set will be playing people like me. But I feel like as a starting game, as like a very casual player in games like this, who doesn't want to spend like hours upon hours upon hours like in a training match just practicing combo after combo after combo on like multiple players, I feel like it was not a sour experience, but it was for sure a eye-opener on fighting games and what I should be expecting. If you guys like this video and you want to see more content from Tokon Fighting Souls, let me know down below. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends. You guys have a good one. Peace.